Use a chain rule to find the indicated partial derivatives. Z is x squared plus xy squared. X is uv squared plus w cubed. Y is equal to u plus v times e to the w. We want to find partial z with respect to u, v, and w. When u is 1, v is 1, and w is 0. So starting off with z, z depends on x and y. X depends, actually x and y both depend on u, v, and w. So if I have partial z with respect to u, let's write these out. So for u, we go down the x route. So we have partial z with respect to x times partial x with respect to u. And then we can also go down through y, partial z with respect to y over partial y with respect to u. And then for w, we go through x to get to v. And then we'll go through y to get to v. And then for z with respect to w, we'll go through x. And then we'll go through y. Okay, so if we do partial z with respect to x, that's just going to be 2x plus y squared. So for all of these three, then we have partial of x with respect to u. Partial of x with respect to u is v squared. Partial z with respect to y, that's just going to be 2xy. And then partial y with respect to u is just 1. Okay, now we move on to here. Partial of x with respect to v, that's 2uv. Partial z with respect to y, that's, we already said, is 2xy. And the partial of y with respect to v is e to the w. Partial of x with respect to w is just 3w squared. Partial of z with respect to y, we said, is 2xy. And then partial of y with respect to w is going to be v e to the w. So now we want to use the fact that u is 1, v is 1, w is 0. So if we solve for x, u is 1, v is 1, w is 0, we end up with x equaling 1. And then for y, we have u is 1, v is 1, w is 0. That's just going to be 2. So you have 2 times 1 is 2, plus 2 squared. 2 squared is 4, plus 2 is 6. V we said is 1, plus 2 times 1 times 2. So this is going to be 10. And then partial z with respect to v, so this is 2x, that's 2, plus y squared, that's 2 squared, which is 4. U and v are both 1, so 2 times 1 is just going to be 2, plus, and then x and y, so you have 2 times 1 times 2, e to the w, which is just 1. So you have 4 plus 2 is 6, times 2 is 12, plus 2 times 2 is 4, and that's going to give us 16. Now 2x plus y squared, again, that's going to be 6, because of these guys we said it's 6. And then 3w squared, well, w is 0, so that's just going to be 0. 2xy, that's just going to be 4, because 2 times 1 times 2. And then v is 1, and then e to the 0 is 1. So this is just going to be 4. And so partial z with respect to u is 10, partial z with respect to v is 16, and the partial of z with respect to w is 4. And there's our answers.